The silence in the chamber was sharp, like a blade waiting to fall. President Elaine Connors stood at the center of the tactical command ring, eyes fixed on the suspended holomap above. It displayed the recent telemetry feed from the G.U.P cruiser Vigilant Horizon as it drifted, silent, powerless, on the edge of the Epsilon Thorn sector, deep within Virellian space.
No warning shot,
Connors said, voice clipped.
No transmission, no diplomatic challenge, just shut down.
General Gregorov leaned forward from his station.
They targeted the EM matrix, disabled all non-essential systems. Communications were cut, but life support held. Not an act of war. Not exactly.
It's a message,
Connors muttered. At the edge of the chamber, a lieutenant stood beside the data console, hands folded behind her back. Her gaze didn't leave the map.
We sent the Vigilant to test them,
she said.
That was the plan. Push the boundary, gauge their response.
And now we have our answer,
Connors snapped.
They think we're children playing with fire.
The chamber doors slid open with a soft hiss, slicing clean through the tense air. At Connors' direct summons, the trio from Thalassa had arrived. Jace Mercer entered first, his stride composed, the shimmer of vault resonance still lingering around him like a second skin. Chen followed with quiet resolve, her eyes already reading the room. Behind them came Elias, draped in his matte silver robe, his presence like gravity distilled. Their arrival wasn't just timely, it was symbolic.
Are they wrong?
Jace asked, his tone quiet but unwavering. Connors turned to him.
Careful, Analyst Mercer.
He held her gaze.
We keep activating vaults without understanding what they're connected to. We're expanding in every direction with no idea who or what is listening. We've seen what happened to the architects.
Elias finally spoke, his voice low and measured.
Their downfall didn't begin with vault activation. It began with disagreement, schisms, competing ideologies. Half wanted to retreat, preserve. The other half wanted to reach further, consume.
Emma stepped closer.
The same fracture is forming here.
Elias nodded.
They built without consensus. Their lattice collapsed from within. Warnings ignored. Systems awakened with contradictory commands. That's when the cascade began.
Connors began pacing slowly around the holomap.
The Virellians warn us not to expand, not to reach. They want us to stagnate.
They want us to survive.
Emma countered.
Their philosophy isn't weakness, it's restraint.
We didn't survive the collapse to hide in the dark,
Connors growled. Jace stepped forward.
No one's suggesting that. But we can't treat every vault like a prize. Some were sealed for a reason. Some are already compromised. We've seen the spiral protocols. We know where they lead.
Gregorov leaned forward.
So we stop exploring? Let the frontier go?
No,
Elias said firmly.
we build structure, protocols, unified direction. The architects failed because they acted alone. You want to avoid their fate? Don't repeat their chaos.
Emma stood beside him now.
On Thalassa, we're building a knowledge lattice, a cooperative framework. Not military, not corporate. Stewardship. That model can scale.
Connors didn't respond. Her expression was chiseled from stone. At the far end of the room, a young officer raised a hand.
Ma'am, you'll want to see this.
A new feed shimmered into the holomap. External footage from the Vigilant Horizon. The Virellian ship appeared as a silhouette in starlight, crescent-shaped, its hull alive with lattice patterns. No weapons discharged, no threats, just a pulse, a wave of electromagnetic suppression delivered with precision and elegance.
That level of control,
Gregorov whispered.
we couldn't replicate that if we tried.
Jace's jaw tightened.
They were showing us what they could do, not what they would do.
Elias folded his arms.
It wasn't an escalation. It was a boundary.
Connors turned slowly, surveying the room's watchers.
Double patrols along the Epsilon Thorn perimeter, she ordered. Restrict all exploration to sanctioned zones. From this point forward, all Vault activity is routed through my office.
Emma parted her lips to object, then stopped. Jace frowned.
Centralizing control won't stop another fracture. It might cause one.
Connors met his gaze.
Then we ensure it fractures in our favor.
The chamber lights dimmed as closing protocols engaged. Elias, still watching the data stream, paused. Something flickered. A signal, repeating, low bandwidth, patterned. Not from Thalassa, not Virellian. Something else had heard the cascade, and it had begun to